Down the years, we've seen many of our favorite Marvel heroes leap off the page and onto our screens. The MCU is getting bigger and impossible to track. So today we'll be running through our top 10 lists of the best Marvel superheroes that's been adapted into live action. Thor. Starting off at number 10, we have Thor. As you can see, we are not afraid to be controversial. The Asgardian prince has long since been a part of the OG Avengers and is certainly high up on the cool factor scale.
Strongest Avenger.
Access denied.
Strongest Avenger.
Access denied.
That means stop.
We've seen plenty of Chris Hemsworth's Thor in the MCU with as many as 4 feature films as well as prominent appearances in all 4 of the Avengers films to date. He's been integral to just about everything, but yet his 4 movies haven't exactly been smooth sailing, with the MCU never really convinced on what particular direction they want to take this character in. So yeah, Thor makes the top 10, but barely.
That's right, let's go cry to your father, you little weasel.
Doctor Strange. At number 9, we've got Doctor Strange. Regardless of the Multiverse of Madness being terrible, it was still a solid entry for the Sorcerer Supreme, the first movie, and his subsequent appearances in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame really did bring that magic element to the MCU we all wanted to see. Gamora. Coming in at number 9, we've got a surprising pick in Gamora. But hear us out. She's gotten 3 movies to shine in Guardians, where the goodness in her character always seemed to break through despite being weighed down by her dark and depressing past. And seeing the important role she played in Avengers Infinity War as a character that humanized Thanos, good stuff.
Who's Gamora? Do you want better? Why is Gamora?
Black Widow. Taking up number 7 spot is Black Widow, and there's not much to say here. Scarlett Johansson was amazing playing this character, and despite the completely unnecessary and poor standalone movie in 2020, Black Widow, just like Gamora, was a character that had good shine through despite a very dark past, whilst finding a new family of superheroes that she would ultimately give her life to save. Epic.
It's a fighting pose. You're a Joker poser.
Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon.
Next, it's another Guardian, Rocket Raccoon, one of the few superheroes to have a really tight story arc across 3 James Gunn movies. Great comedy, a heartfelt backstory, and a hard exterior masking a soft and lovable inside. What's not to love?
That's how eyesight works, you stupid raccoon.
Don't call me a raccoon!
Star-Lord. Number 5 is Star-Lord. And the fact that we've got so many Guardians on this list just shows how good of a job James Gunn did with his movies. Peter Quill's an emotional, complex character with a relatively simple arc in each of the films that grows and develops his personality and character. It's of course on top of the fact that he is a super cool intergalactic scavenger who saved the galaxy at least twice.
There's another name you might know me by. Star-Lord.
Who?
Captain America. Getting into the top 4 now, we've got none other than Captain America. Chris Evans's Cap had what was probably the tightest trilogies of film to cement his legacy as an everyday man who's not afraid of bullies and would fight all day for the values and people that he loves.
I can do this all day. Yeah, I know.
Captain America isn't just a hero, he's a real-life inspiration.
Don't say it. Don't you say it. Left. Come on!
Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, is our number 3 hero. A man who puts the super in hero. Billionaire philanthropist playboy who always got the coolest suit-up scenes and fight sequences.
Genius billionaire playboy philanthropist.
But on top of that, Iron Man is perhaps the most relatable hero in the MCU, who went on a journey to becoming a guy who had the interests of other people at heart, culminating in the huge climatic scene in Avengers Endgame. Daredevil. Our number 2 is every comic book fan's idea of perfect superhero adaptation. Charlie Cox's Daredevil is a fan's wet dream with cool and gritty fight scenes, a complicated hero, and personal life balance, and a villain who always brought the best out of Daredevil and pushed him to his limits. Spider-Man.
Okay, Spider-Man! Don't flip! Yeah!
And our number 1 Marvel superhero is none other than your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Spider-Man has to top this list. We've got 3 main versions in the 21st century, with each one carrying his own appeal. The villains are fabulous, the emotional highs are wonderful, the movies are filled with set pieces that never gets too big for Peter, and finally, Spider-Man No Way Home was a celebration as much as it was a movie.
Dude!
There you have it, our comprehensive exploration of the top 10 best Marvel superheroes that's been adapted into live action.